Innsbruck in Austria is one of the world's premier winter sports centres. Located in the heart of the Tyrolean Mountains, the regional capital is one of just 3 places to have hosted the Winter Olympic Games on 2 occasions. And last year, the city was the venue for the inaugural Winter Youth Olympics. A few months back, Transworld Sport made the journey to Innsbruck to meet up with 2 of Austria's most celebrated Olympians. Andreas and Wolfgang Linger are the reigning Olympic men's doubles champions in luge. The brothers won their 2nd consecutive gold medal at the 2010 Games in Vancouver and are looking to claim an unprecedented 3rd doubles title in Sochi next year.
It is certainly a positive thing for 2 brothers to compete together in luge. Obviously, we've known each other for our whole lives, and this gives us a special understanding. Often we can tell what the other one is thinking just by looking, so it gives us a big advantage over our rivals.
The brothers took up the sport some 20 years ago. They were the only members of their junior club willing to take on the Olympic track in Eagles, which staged the sliding events at the 1964 and 1976 Innsbruck Olympics. The pair were instantly hooked and soon began competing together in doubles. The fastest of the sliding disciplines, luge can see athletes reach speeds of up to 140 kilometers per hour and experience forces of 6G.
We tend to say that it's important to have respect for the dangers, as it sharpens your senses. Fear, on the other hand, paralyzes. Therefore, it's important to be aware of the power of the track, but you must also make sure to free yourself from fearful thoughts.
The luge season runs from November to February, leaving the athletes facing 2/3 of the year without competitive action. During the off-season, Andy and Wolfie train with the rest of the Austrian team here in the indoor ice box at Innsbruck's Olympiahalle complex. As with most winter sports, Austria has a strong tradition in luge, with only Italy and Germany more successful in Olympic competition.
I think that we have complementary personalities, which balance each other out. Wolfie is maybe a little more quiet and grounded, while I'm the one who is perhaps more bubbly and short-tempered. Despite these differences, however, we completely trust each other on the luge and work intuitively as a pair. I think it is what makes us work so well as a team. Neither of us is more dominant than the other, and we know it doesn't make sense to try and force our opinions on each other, so both our views are respected.
Andy and Wolfie's first Olympic experience came at the Salt Lake City Games in 2002. They finished 8th, but just half a second behind the winning pair in a close final. The following year, they were crowned world champions for the first time. In early 2005, they were being touted as medal contenders at the 2006 Turin Olympics when disaster struck. During a test run on the Olympic track, a bad crash left Wolfie with a broken leg, throwing the Lingers' preparations for the Games into turmoil.
Andy helped to keep me motivated during that difficult time. He encouraged me and also took care of everything else in the background, so that I could just focus on my treatment and on getting better. Thankfully, my condition improved throughout the summer, and the leg healed. But there was another big issue. Because I had needed a metal implant, I didn't know if I would be able to lie properly in the sled, or if it would impair my ability to steer, and mean we would have to modify the sled.
Many people had been surprised by our victory in 2006 in Turin, and possibly underestimated us. Those in the know, however, had always regarded us as serious challengers. But there were certainly some doubts, as the years between 2006 and 2010 had been very difficult for us.
Thanks to their achievements on the biggest stage of all, the Lingers have become two of Austria's most popular sportsmen. Their races are keenly followed, and their success has helped to spread the appeal of luge outside of its traditional eastern strongholds to the rest of the country. As proud Austrians who also serve in the country's military, such renown is especially sweet.
It is a real honour to be in a position where you bring joy to other people. It also acts as great motivation for us when people recognise us in the street and wish us good luck for our next competition or for the Olympic Games in Sochi. And following our Olympic wins, we also had the privilege of having stamps made of us. A roundabout in our hometown was named after us too.
The focus for Andy and Wolfie this winter is undoubtedly the Sochi Olympics in February. Last season was one to forget for the brothers, with just a sole victory on the World Cup circuit. On top of that, they were also unable to retain their title at the World Championships, being forced to settle for bronze behind the victorious German pairing of Tobias Wendel and Tobias Alt. The Lingers are likely to use the World Cup as a testing ground for Sochi. However, anyone who underestimates these serial champions next year should be aware that the Linger brothers always save their best for the big occasions.
I think that the 2 Olympic gold medals we've already won can work as an inspiration for us. But no matter how we perform at the next Olympics in Sochi, we know that our career will always be unique and has been extremely successful. I don't think we need to have any regrets. Right now, we probably aren't among the favourites to take another title, so we can be very relaxed. Plus, we also have the advantage of our experience. That means we know what to expect. The excitement of the Olympic Games is nothing new for us.
Der Rummel ist nichts Neues.